as well, you have to say. FINUI 3-kill streak up against 29 average age.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. FINUI formerly playing with Dexy, Nem, Nuke Dog, Zeth. They won Inters at Summerland, so they're definitely capable. But FINUI, he's taken on a challenge. He's playing with Eden and Jody now, which they're slightly lower caliber than he's used to. Bless them, but he does have the firepower of Onda and Zenta, two up and coming young Pug stars. So it's going to be interesting seeing all the chaos in the players that FINUI is working with, and then of course his strong read for the game, which is so good it's got him in a bit of trouble in the past. People accusing him of certain things.
I mean, the 3-kill streak. What do you get for a 3-kill streak?
Exactly.
We're going to gloss over that a little bit. It's just a bit of fun with the name. I mean, that's what Epic Land's about sometimes, getting together with some friends in a mix and having a bit of fun. But despite being a mix, you do have to say they are a very competitive roster at this point, as you say, just due to the pure firepower potential. I've been watching Ondo specifically a lot in Division.
He's a really fun player.
In Masters, he is a very funny guy. I will give you that. He's constantly in Shin streams, just being a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah,
I had to time out him a few times.
He's very sharp. Once there was a UKPL 1v1 challenge, which I played. I got pretty far and ended up getting absolutely destroyed by Onda pretty deep into it. So I can say he's got better aim than me, which isn't much to say, I guess. But
yeah, but he is one of the best up-and-coming game stars within the UK scene. And 29 average age, it's a bit different. It's much more of a structured team. Obviously, that core of Dexy and them, well, they've been together for a long time, making the UKIC Grand Finals with FINUI a couple seasons ago. Not quite had the same success since, which is why maybe the roster has begun to part ways a little bit, but still a very strong team within the UK scene.
Serious experience over on 29 average. I believe 29 average is referring to their age as well. But yeah, Zeth, he was playing UK Prem a long time ago. Same with Nuke Dog, formerly on the CEX roster, who were at the top of the UK scene for quite a while. They're definitely going to have some synergy. One thing that brings the synergy of FINUI has a 3-kill streak into question for me. There's a fun bit of drama that I heard about last night, actually. They were meant to play this tournament with the Irish player Cass. He dropped out 2 days before the LAN.
I did see that, and it just so happened it was the time where Onda was asking about potentially just filling in for a team.
It came in perfectly. I mean, God bless Onda, what a super sub. That's you can't ask for much better at such a late stage to get such a sharp shooter in. Onda's done really good. I believe he was top 6, maybe even better at the last February LAN. I'm sure he did good at Summer too, but I remember watching a few of his games back at February with the likes of Sorex and Benji.
As you said, that control of defeat roster making it to a 3rd place finish, only falling to Alaska.
Yeah.
And obviously they would have liked to have put on a better performance in that game, but they were plagued by some tech issues. So real potential within the individuals of this team, and also Eden Nino's here. But it's going to be interesting to see how they gel as a complete unit, because at the end of the day, Counter-Strike is a team game.
Yep.
You have to be in sync with one another. And it's worked out for them so far. Currently sitting, I believe, 4-1, 5-2.
Both teams 4-1, I believe, only going down to our. To go.
Okay, so that's something that we probably should have noticed that when
Terribly
we were
sorry,
muted.
guys.
Well, that's really annoying because we were in a really great flow there.
We can keep it
so
up.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but yes, we have been commentating this whole time to no one.
Well, I've been having a great chat, Wing, so
it's
been a pleasure.
I've loved talking to you.
So, during this this tech pause, we can cover some of the stuff we've already covered. Yeah, we've got FINUI playing against his former teammates, teaming up with the likes of Eden and Jody, two players who've got slightly less experience than the rest of the people in the server. However, this game they're doing great at keeping up with it. I'm sure FINUI has a 3-kill streak. They're going to be really keen to help Finn beat his ex-teammates. And yeah, Super Sub Onda Center. We'll find out how they're able to shoot this game as it unravels.
Yeah, as we were saying, it's been a very strong start here from Killstreak. Nino and Onda very much leading the charge, but now the rifles are coming out for 29 average. Dexy on the big green. This is going to be the first true test. You've still got 3 MAC-10s on the T side. Not choosing to play it too fast and aggressive, instead just slow crawling their way outside with the aid of the smokes. One player already down and seeking to receive, but the smoke break gives the game up straight away. Jody does actually win that fight onto Nem, but Zeth is already here to shut down the aggression, and Jody, the low HP player, finished off. Zeth able to escape as well, so with no real investment into this round from Killstreak, it's not the worst situation. If they are able to get a couple more kills, then that can put 29 average in a really difficult position. But there's still avenue to win this. Look at Xanta's positioning, already making his way into heaven, and Dexy aware of the potential, but multiple angles to cover in this position. It's not an easy situation.
This is a huge lurk from Xanta. I hope he's calming his mouth off right now with this space that he's found, and it seems 29 average have absolutely no idea, but FINUI has a 3-kill streak, haven't been able to play off this lurk. And Pack taking the first bit of contact instead of the lurker.
Yeah, look at Xanta's positioning, he is drawing all of the attention. Meanwhile, FINUI already got the bomb down towards this B site, completely undefended. There are multiple CTs at ramp to try and deny a plant, but it's not going to happen on this occasion, so a little influx of cash coming here for the T side.
Bomb going down at 10 seconds. It's certainly not comfortable. These two individuals on Killstreak, they've had such strong map control with both of them, but the rest of the team's just gone down. Are they able to recover with this surprise bomb plant? I bet 29 average weren't seeing that coming, so they do have a slight advantage with their positioning. How well is Xanta and FINUI going to be able to play off one another? FINUI finding another 2, converting it in to the 2 versus 2. Dexy being held off with his AWP, and he's just gone into the save. A 2 versus 4 recovery for Killstreak. I mean, that's a chaotic round.
That is pure chaos, and as soon as Onda went down, I maybe thought it could have gone completely wrong, but just from Xanta's positioning, being such a nuisance up in heaven, completely selling the idea of an A-hit coming out from Killstreak. FINUI able to go away and just avoid everything. Get a free B bomb site, a free bomb plant, and then even in the 2v4, just straight up winning your gunfights. It's the most important, it's the most basic form of CS, but it's so important, especially at this level.
I mean, definitely needing a timeout after that one. I don't think either team knew exactly what was going on. I'm sure the comms were absolute mayhem, but FINUI and Xanta able to control the chaos and yeah, eventually regroup. One was right at the top of the map, one was right at the bottom. They got together and made it work.
Yeah, I think 29 average, if they were able to cut off Zentor's retreat down to that B bomb site, that is an easy enough round. But the fact he is able to get from heaven down into the secret halls is the real decisive factor in that one. And actually the aggression coming out here from 29 average, able to go 2 for 2, which is a good impact kills on this low buy. Dexy's AWP does ring out, making its presence known, but actually going down to Jody. Nuke Dog trying to catch up Finn as well, but it's just not going to be happening. And Nem completely alone, 5-7 and a dream.
On the other side of the world, what can he do? Is he going to jump down? He's got armor to save, I guess. Just play for some cheeky exits. The team are buying next round, so you know you could always go for it. But I guess saving the armor won't hurt that AWP. Yeah, is it retrievable?
It's going to be retrievable.
Go down top ramp. Yeah, there we go. Clearing every corner, all the nooks and crannies. Better safe than sorry. And the hunt is coming in as the 5th round for Killstreak goes in. Did you expect this kind of lead to happen? I thought it might be a bit closer, but it's going
yeah, I was expecting a lot more out of 29 average this early on. As we mentioned, Nuke, one of the most CT-sided maps in the pool currently, and you're down 0-5 off the rip. This is the perfect time for the T-side to get that early rounds off the back of a pistol conversion, and 3 Killstreak have absolutely done that. They put themselves in a very strong position, not just for this half, but for the remainder of the game.
I think it's really showing the structure that FINUI brings. 29 average, IGL taken away from them. He's showing what they're missing right now. It's really making them work, and as I say that, Zentor finding an opening on outside. A decent lobby crunch from 29 average. They've got, at least they have info even if they are a person down. But in the meanwhile, Eden taking hell, Jody in secret. There's so many strong parts of the map taken by the T side. But how are they going to coordinate 2 by heaven and 2 in secret? Are they going to fly up the vent?
Well, if they want to, they're going to get past Zeth, and as we speak, Onda with a clean headshot there. They're actually diverting themselves down to B, smoke to facilitate a bomb plant. CT's trying to reset from ramp. Delves get one onto FINUI. Nino sticking around, just trying to buy as much time as possible for the remainder of his team, anchor himself into a tight position towards the ramp. Dexy, he's going to have to drop down that vent. It's not being held, but he has not got that information. But yeah, Onda, not a very aggressive angle, and on low HP, that's a big risk that has been punished. Eden Nino able to get the first onto Del, but can he activate another one onto Nem? No, he cannot. Putting it all on Jody inside the double door. Does have a Molotov, and the smoke does go down onto the bomb. Smash the first player off. Dexy, Nem, low HP. Got one bullet will do it, but no, she just can't find the target.
No!
Around over the line and can't even convert the knife. Not even the BM will save that round. 29 average on the board.
Finding their first rounds. And they really fought tooth and nail for that one. That was right to the last straw. Oh my goodness. Jody keeping me on the edge of my seat. Wow.
Well, that's a heartbreaker for 3 Killstreak. You were in such a strong position, but that aggressive positioning from Onda, giving 29 average and way back into the bomb site, and when it comes down to playing peekaboo in the smoke, it's always going to be a gamble.
Going through that door smoke, aggro onto the A side, the flashes are good. Nem is still able to get one, grouping up with Zeth in main here. And bomb, a bit of delayed plant, but this is looking like a promising retake.
29 average are already taken lobby. They're about to push out of Squeaky now, so 3 Killstreak have a lot to do, but this little flank back through by FINUI is actually getting a kill onto Del. Zentor as well, picking off Zeth, trying to phase through the smoke, and Nem once again is going to be all on his own without his team in a very difficult situation. Jody and Finn have such a great hold, and there we go. FINUI, instant reply. 29 average age are not going to be able to get a streak going because it's an instant response from the T side.
Killstreak definitely not having their confidence knocked after that previous round. They want to show who's boss, just sending it through that door smoke and yeah, working great together with those flashes into the A site. And yeah, it must have been a great post plant, as I thought that the retake looks really promising there for 29AVGAGE. They had 2 in main, 2 in lobby. It was kind of like a mirrored round. It's the CTs doing A crunch while the Ts are holding onto the A site. It's fun to see.
I think with that lobby positioning, 29AVGAGE were in such a good position, but unfortunately the timing eluded them as they were beginning to clear out Squeaky. The push through the hut to catch them in the back, that really turned the round on its head and put 29AVGAGE in such a disadvantage.
Another timeout called. It's nice to see at this level of CS people using timeouts. You normally see it get skipped. So it's normally you have to have a coach who's like, okay guys, take a breather. I feel in this case maybe the timeouts are a bit more for BM, just let the tilt settle in for the other team, but it's still nice to see it get used. And what's also going to be interesting how it gets used is Nem's hero M4 while the rest of the team are on eco. He's going for an aggro play on outside, but he's not going to meet anyone. Finn creeping around the corner, but Nem not going all the way into that hold, retreating back into secret, and both teams once again be pretty respectful in this round. Ramp just being taken now, forcing Zeth's CZ away. This is a key bit of map control that's really going to keep 29AVGAGE scratching their head. Nuke spotting one over on Hart, and Nem's M4 getting put to good use. Dell getting one with the pistol, and this is looking a bit worrying for Killstreak.
Yeah, Jodie desperately trying to regroup with the rest of her team. Bomb on her back. They have ramp control, but unfortunately they've just ceded the rest of the map. And with the rifle given over, this is a round that they should have been winning, but they are now in a very precarious spot. Zeth is alone towards the B bomb site. The wrap through trophy is coming in now from the CTs. And actually it's going to be Nev in that gunfight, but Eden Nino with the lineup, double collateral. One more flanking behind, but he needs to join up with his team, getting into heaven to try and get the bomb down on that A site. Is that a crash? Oh, no, he's back.
He has the info now. Bomb down on 8 nukes. He's going for the retake by himself. His teammates are nowhere near to help. A little bit overzealous there. Zeth and Dexy still definitely doable, but Eden and Zenta definitely looking stronger in this scenario.
I mean, Dex is such low HP. He's going to have to be bait for Zeth, and he has done that to perfection. As we were saying it, Zeth with a double kill from heaven. Eden Nino trying to be the hero in that round with a 3K, but it's just not enough. And 29AVGAGE double their round count for this half.
And yeah, that's beautiful as you pointed out. Dexy, I mean, he can't really do much to help out other than just be like, hey guys, I'm over here. And Zeth able to come in and play off that. It's a great retake with not much resources. I would have liked to see Killstreak do something a bit faster there. I mentioned earlier, once you take ramp, you kind of need to do something with it. They were a bit stagnant after taking that ramp control, deciding what to do with it, when to drop, and then it took about 20 seconds for them to continue through into hell. And by then, 29AVGAGE were able to get into good positions to retake. That's a nice nade from Zeth. That's going to do a great bit of chip damage across the board. Minus 30 on 3 players.
Dumping the defensive util, but realizing he does need to play his life. 3 kill streak, taking ramp. Dexy already posted, but the smoke will force him off the angle. Jodie will actually open up. That's the B player down.
Jod's left by herself, while the rest of the team look to do a bit of action over in lobby. Getting one before going down.
Yeah, but this has been heard. Dell's positioning, he has heard all of those steps. It's drawn Dexy away, but Jodie has used the opportunity to try and get themselves right into heaven and fight through the murder hole. No kill either way. Nem will pick up Wanda in the meantime, and then readjust to support his teammate. Able to get one more on top of that, and Eden Nino, he can scurry down the vent, try and get himself a bomb plant. But it's still a very difficult position for him to be in.
Dexy flying down the ramp. Giving a one-on-one duel. Alex tapping away onto the head of the AWPer. as if he's got a sniper of himself. And it's a dodgy flash though. He's eaten it up, somehow still alive, looking confident with the Glock. He wants war. He's going all out battle and he's claimed the life of Dell. And you can see him, hands off the keyboard. He's going wild right now.
I could hear him from across the LAN hall. That was so loud. And honestly, he has every right to be. That was a very difficult position, but we've seen it in previous rounds. A little bit of over-exaggeration on the retakes coming out from 29 average.
Yeah, not looking composed, maybe lacking the structure that their previous IGL might have been enforcing. Yeah, but it's great to see Eden looking so confident. He's not shy. He ran out of ammo. He's not hiding behind a box trying to reload it. He's just switched to the firearm and wide swung. And speaking of confidence, them going for an aggro play over in secret. He is known about having the utils not reaching him. That's looking hot. Dexy finding 1 versus 4 now, a 4 versus 3 as Onda takes down Nem eventually.
Yeah, and no CTs towards the B side of the map. Nem was the sole defender in that sort of term, and as soon as he goes down, 29 average do need to reassess their positioning. Dexy looks into Nico, trying to hold for any sort of main aggression, but there's noises being made in secret. When does it dawn on 29 average? That is going to be the finish. FINUI still lurking around outside to try and catch any secret aggression, but it's going to be down the vent for 29 average.
29 average staying focused on outside for quite a while. FINUI catching off Nuke Dog on the rotation, but nobody else on 29 average looked like they wanted to rotate towards B until it was way too late. Dexy in secret. Dell coming in through ramp now with Zeph, with the left and right combo. Fight onto Onda, but we've still got the double single setup going down. Just FINUI on versus 2 and not connecting to the spray on Dexy's wide swing. Bring in 29 average, third round. That was a bit of a confusing round. Any take swing?
Yeah, I think it was just a discipline 29 average. I mean, I was fully expecting Dexy to go down secret a lot quicker, but they actually timed it perfectly. The retakes from ramp and secret so in sync. That's a much more improved retake than what we've seen from them previously, and it has paid dividends in this occasion. They're still going to lose the half. There is no way around that. But if they can get these next 2 rounds, this comeback is still doable.
It's what is rough though is losing the half as the CT side. You're going to have a really hard time on T side potentially, fighting on your back foot, trying to stay into it. Finn in the sky, he sees everything.
Yeah, the hero AK on FINUI has to be the one to try and crack everything open, and the long range on top of Silo is a great opportunity for it. You can see Zeth hungry with that MP9. He wants to farm himself some cash. Dell will actually pick off Onda in the meantime outside. Nem's trying to take that duel, but realizing the AK thinks better of it, chooses to preserve his life as Dell finally picks off Eden Nino. And now kill streak. At this point, what do you try to do? Just try to get down the vent, get the bomb down. I mean, Zeth's going to be there very quick to try and deny, so...
Pistols were chilling in lobby for a little bit. Zenta's gone to team up with Finn while Jody still hangs out, maybe doing a fake towards Hut. That was a fake. It's kind of worked as Finn has actually found a kill. How are these two going to play together on outside? Not together, I guess. Finn left in an uncomfortable situation. Let's see what he can do with this hero AK.
Yeah, it would need to be the ace clutch. It's given away. I just think it's too tall an order. Able to get 1 before going down, but at this stage, I don't think it's going to be very consequential. The CT side has significant money at their disposal, and 3 kill streak. What was looking like a incredibly promising half is now only looking like a very promising half.
Definitely. I mean, no sniper on the side of 29 average, so I feel like there definitely can be a lot of potential for outside here. Finn opting for the Tech 9 and Util. And outside does seem to be the case. I feel like this could be claimed pretty easily by Killstreak, but Nem is looking confident. Finds himself by the left box, but yeah, a bit too overconfident. Not much support, and Dexy can't fix the situation either.
Yeah, and that's the individual talent that we were talking about on 3 kill streak. Zenta with that double opening
Nice
and
2K.
giving his team a 2-man advantage. Dell and Nuke Dog are looking like just trying to take lobby away, get some control, but it's not really going to matter. 40s down in the secret halls. Jody about to join them. This is just going to be Death Ball CS, I imagine. Overwhelmed by sheer numbers, but little do they know there are no defenders on this B site.
We saw this previously, Killstreak taking secret, and then they just freeze, and it seems to really mess with the head of 29AVGAGE. I think yeah, they have no idea what's about to happen. They're worrying about every position possible. Meanwhile, Killstreak comfortably out on that B site, and no chance to save here. 29AVGAGE, and Zeth playing early. It's worked out a bit for him. He's found one. Teammates coming in now. Nice to see what happens if they play together, but Dell still giving it a crack. But yeah, one thing I've noticed from 29AVGAGE, their retakes.
They've been really disappointed.
Someone trying to be a hero every time, and it's not really been working too well.
Yeah, they had that really nice, well-coordinated retake in a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah,
but
Dexy on the low HP.
Yeah, I thought maybe they turned a corner, got rid of that habit of one player going in first, but unfortunately that final round, when it was so crucial, they regressed, and they're down 8-4 here as they're going into their T side. They are not in a fun situation whatsoever.
Well, this is going to answer an age-old question on whether Nuke is actually T-sided. Let's see what 29AVGAGE can get on this half. This is an interesting setup over on A. Finn being the bait while Onda activates, but it's a dangerous game. They keep over-peaking, they just spot 2 on the CT vent.
Jody's recovered the round, able to get 2. Oh, I thought she was really able to get 1 more in that situation, but unfortunately the 12 bullets and the USP not enough. The reload costing her her life. Eden Eno, hero in the opening.
We saw this man
round.
do big things on the previous pistol round, so I don't want to counter him out. The big Kettering, and Eden is hungry. Picks up the first one onto Nem. Bomb being planted now. He hears it. He knows for sure it's on the A site. Cheeky little reload of the Glock before going in. Confident movement as he jumps around, but he's not ready for main, and that's that trigger discipline. What is going on main there? He's not being shot just yet. It's a 180 almost onto Nuke Dog, but taken down. I was really feeling the potential of Eden. This guy's been doing big things so far with the Glock as well. He's picked up a Glock. I'm believing in that, but not this time for Eden. 5th round.
Yeah, I think with the Glock you want to be a bit more fast, a bit more mobile. He seemed a bit static, a bit cautious in that situation. It was already going to be a very difficult situation for him in that 1 versus 3, but maybe if he'd approached the retake a little bit differently, it could have been a success, but instead they're going to be relegated to a force by pistols and a solitary MP9.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Killstreak experimenting a bit, and they're actually in the advantage this round. They have force, they're still feeling confident. Eden's MP9 putting them into the man advantage, and lobby control taken. Finn in the right place at the right time as well. He seems to understand that the opposition are dropping down to B. What can he do? Are they going to expect someone up here at this point in the round? Deagle's tricky to make it work though. He connects 1. That's big. Still the man advantage. Before FINUI has a 3 kill streak.
Yeah, the man advantage, but the less of weapons, but the 2-man advantage suddenly makes this really doable here for the CT side. Honda going down, it's not great, but Jody, oh, that 5-7 one-tap potential was almost there. Center able to get the first, but Nuke Dog peaking with the perfect timing to close that gap ever more. 29AVGAGE, they're now within 2, and this is almost certain to be an eco buy coming in here from Killstreak. We're looking at a 1-round game, almost certainly.
I would say that's really nice, really close rounds for kill streak, but when you're investing that much into a round, you need to win it. And yeah, now in a tricky situation, it's almost quite likely it's going to get tied up at 8-8, unless some kind of pistol magic happens. Onda charging through that ramp molly. There he is, in trophy. Meanwhile, the T's going out on A, and Jody and FINUI getting some pistol kills.
Count out the pistols. Shouldn't have counted out the pistols, but you can't count out the Mac-10 either. Dexy also picking off Eden Nino. 5-7 of Onda. Yeah, he was catch Dexy, not looking. Azenta lurking out through main, tagging Nuke Dog down a little bit, but not quite enough to convert the kill. So 29 average, still with the superior weaponry at this sort of range. The aggression from Onda. He's trying his best to bait for his teammate, and it has worked. Zenta picking off Nuke Dog. This Deagle ringing out, not quite converting onto Nem, but I feel it could be a matter of time. Nathan chuck low, 5-7 spam, just not connecting. 20 HP and the Dream on the SMG of Nem. Bomb on his back. Does he dare risk the plant? He does choose to stick it. Uncontested here by the CTs. Slowly crawling up. Nem needs to pick his angles wisely. The wild spray does net him one. Low ammo on the chamber, but only taking a couple of bullets to finish off Zenta. And the Deagle heroics will not continue for him. Nem with a 4K in the round. 29 average. It's a round they should have been winning, but that was a lot closer than it had any right to be.
Nem saving the day there. I bet his teammates are happy with that one, patting on the back, because that would have been disastrous to lose. Man, these 3 kill streak guys, they're looking dangerous on the pistols. What are they going to be able to do on a round like this as CTs, where they've got everything they want? Finn, even with an AWP, pretty passive setup for outside. Zeta being cheeky, jumping on for credit, but flashbangs scaring him off, while Zeth and Onda, some kills of their own, tells taking down Zenta, standing up a bit too brave.
Yeah, it's an ambitious angle. You need to hit your shot or you look a bit of a fool, and that is a lovely shot hit by FINUI. Nuke Dog plucked through the smoke. They have information of the T's down secret. Eden Nino is lying in wait on the B bomb site with quick support available from FINUI.
It does seem to be the case that these T's are going out lower, while Nem, he's in a strong lurk, but I don't reckon anyone's going to rotate in his direction, so it's basically a 2 versus 2 right now. Onda doing a great job to pick off one, and these T's are completely separate now. Dexy getting a bit chilly by himself. Nem making that noise, coming to help his teammate out. Onda aggressing on secret, head taken off. Finn on A, Eden on B. Here's the bomb going down, hasn't he? He's just letting it go down. He wants to stay undetected right now, but while doing that, he's allowed Dexy to get back into single and close the door. I think he's wasted an opportunity here. Dropping down, cheeky little tap on the bomb will make Dexy reveal himself. Nem down as well. I say that tap is the perfect call.
Yeah, okay, you kind of have to. That smoke may fade just as the fuse comes in. Dexy needs to kill onto FINUI, or else he's not going to struggle for time here. The Glock spam is going to be tight. Oh, HP in it!
Knife!
And FINUI get the defuse off, courtesy of Eden Nino. Even with Dexy's knife kill, the round does not go 29 average's way.
Wow, I mean, that knife is going to help out, but, you know, it's a
it
silver lining.
Well, that's it.
What a defuse, and yeah, the energy must be absolutely electric. For FINUI has a 3 kill streak right now. Back with the lead being certain. Eden's got a P90. What is he going to go for here? I bet his confidence is flying. He's going to be too confident here. Shot in the back of the head by his teammate. However, the rest of the team are able to follow up. Dexy only had to get 1 with the AWP. Meanwhile, Nuke and Nem all the way back in lobby, but the fight onto Zenta, hitting a molly. Did 2 T's get revealed? Do they only see 1 T?
Yeah, we see Onda rotating back. He's going to get the information. He's going to hear the steps. That will allow opportunity to FINUI to rotate down the vent, which he has now done. Nuke Dog and them. This is all going to come down to timing. Does FINUI have time to post? Yes, he does. Shoulder seen. Nuke Dog deleted. Honda's fast flank. Once again, they weren't ready for it previously, and they're not ready for it now. Double digits for kill streak, and 29 average. You invested a lot into that round, and it has not come up big for you. You are now almost certainly looking down the barrel of 11, because this is going to be, if you invest, you're looking, I think it's done. I think you have to save and just hope that your talent and have confidence in the remainder of your T side can carry you through.
To stay calm, going to gift kill streak an 11th round and come back from that. But I must say, that was a beautiful bit of coordination. 2 points in the round, entering 29 average in lobby, and then once again in secret. The chemistry on kill streak is really nice to watch. These pistols hoping to find something on secret, but nothing being given to them. Zenta staying tucked in at the back of the garage now. He's got a bit hungry, a little bit peckish, wants some, but can't finish his dinner. No help just yet, apart from a flashbang. Not landing though, actually catching a dink, and it's so messy. Actually losing the fight. Nem.
Yeah, that's messy for Zenta. He's not going to watch that one back. Thankfully, FINUI is there to try and bail him out with one kill, but Zeta's Tech 9 picking off Jody in the meantime means that 29 average still maintain the man advantage as I speak. Well, it's actually re-established thanks to Zell. Odell in Nino, that nade kill finishing off Zeth, and M4 versus P250 here. Bomb on his back, Dell making his way towards the B bomb site, but Eden Nino has got the perfect read. He is already at ramp, but he's actually trying to take trophy. That's the wrong move. He's only just now realized it, and this has given Dell an opportunity to get up close to the ramp. Pushing through, actually, Eden's not going to be ready for this and can't adjust in time. Just the pistols, 29 average, steal that one away. And well, we said that do you save and get by the next, or do you force and not buy the next, or you just win the round and buy the next?
Win the round with pistols. Honestly, I have no idea how that even got into a 1v1. That's outrageous. Yeah, so Zenta opting to go with a shotgun after that previous round with the M4.
I mean, he couldn't get it done at long range.
It looks like a shotgun with the M4 last round. Crikey. Refunding it now. Looking a bit discombobulated. Still, Killstreak still in the lead. At least there's that after a bit of an embarrassing round. Their turn to make something happen with the eco on the hero M4. Interesting to see how he's going to use it. There's no util on his teammates to help set him up, so I'm guessing he's just going to bait everyone.
Yeah, try and get the refrags, I think, is the way for him to play it. Just the Zeus and play on Jody as well. It's going to be interesting to see where she takes up residence. It looks like it's going to be towards Hut. Hope for an overextension out of the T side, but it's going to be the secret walk. Onda is ready. This is the hero weapon, but they're actually diverting themselves into garage. Looking like they want to go for a bit of an A wrap here.
Is Onda going to be patient? That is the question. I don't think anyone's going to come his way. And Zenta finding one while the rest of the team are clearing out lobby. They have a pretty good idea of where 29 average are located. Onda now knows he needs to react to this information with the lobby control, and just peeks straight into the crosshair of Nem. That's
great play by Nem, great awareness to be ready for that one. And that's put Jody and Eden Nino in a very tough spot. Yeah, kind of had to go for something aggressive there, Eden, take a gun away, but Jody, go for a Zeus kill, get some style points.
I would love to see it. It's going to be interesting how she's going to pull that off. Actually, that's a dink. That's just one round to separate 29 average. FINUI has a 3-kill streak.
Yeah, considering how this game started, 29 average age have done a great job to turn this around from a 5-0 deficit. Now within one round, and there's still plenty of rounds to be played. This is going to be a real test though. The rifle's coming back out for the CTs. Onda purchasing that hero one in the previous. He's relegated to the MP9 in this. I don't see a kit in play either for the CT, so
they need to win their fights. Outside, Ito going in, 29 average, doing their usual business. Tells Zenta wanted to go for something on red, but he actually retreats, and ooh, he's going to test out playing on the credit box once again. This time not as rough, but he's still not able to find anything. There's a very large quantity of teas on outside. Oh no, another messy one from Zenta. He's not having fun at the back of Garage, is he?
No, that's 2 flips in a row. I think Zenta, he is not playing that position how he'd want to. We know what he's capable of, and unfortunately he is just not showing it today. The long-range fight's not going his way, especially considering how well he was playing in the first half. This little downtick in form really has impacted Killstreak's potential, because it's giving 29 average a free reign outside in the majority of these rounds, and that's probably the most important area to take on a map like Nuke. Actually walking his way through main, Onda not aware in the slightest. FINUI is there with the trade, and Jody from the back of the fight chimes in as well, gets a dink off onto Zeth, but it's not going to be enough. FINUI switching to the pistol, can't finish him off, but Eden Nino here up against the low HP Zeth. Bomb on his back, does scurry down the vent to go for a B plant. Is being loud about it, so Eden Nino will clock on very quickly.
Some serious history between these two players. They pug together all the time. They've known each other for years. They're going to have a good idea of how each other play, and they're both going to be absolutely dying to win this round. Zeth in the right position, but he is on low HP. Spotted out. Eden sends it out the doors. Has a smoke, but no kit. Zeth won't be aware of that, though. Goes on. Zeth reveals himself, and the spam through the smoke brings Eden on top, along with his team, securing the lead once again.
Yeah, crucial round, because if you lose that one, your money is once again in the bin, so you're really going to have to rebuild all over again. The money's still not in a great position. Look at that. Numbers in the starting with 3,000 on Zenta, Jody, and Onda. Nino will be able to drop one, but it's still going to be a compromised buy. Onda once again relegated to the MP9, whereas across the server, the only real concession is Nem on the Galil, but even that is a serviceable weapon.
Most certainly. Equal to a M4 in those situations. So an average. Previously being very heavy on outside, but putting most of their resources towards ramp now. Entering the territory of Eden, who's been a force to be reckoned with so far. And is he going to be able to hold onto his land? Dexy crossing, and he spots them in, making the right call, block them off with the smoke, while the T's take hell.
Yeah, FINUI went for a little peek, decided against it after getting a little tickle. So just ceding control, and actually the drive down the ramp cost Eden Nino just overwhelmed and Zeth with that opening kill. Zenta from Decon needs to try and activate, then picking off Onda though. Zenta does get his Jody on this late Onda flank that we've seen so many times, but unfortunately her teammates are dying all around her. She does eventually pick off Zeth, but I think it might be a little bit too late. There is a kit on Jody, but that has now been dropped, and you imagine FINUI just has to go for the save here.
Yeah, it looks like Finn wanted to save 20 seconds ago, kind of just chilling around to see what Jody gets, and nothing is the answer to that. 3 versus 1. They will be exiting towards Finn, so might be able to get one cheeky one onto Dell here.
Yeah, knife out, easy AK recovery. So that's something coming out of this round here for Killstreak, but it's still not in a great place money-wise. I imagine Finn's going to have to operate with this AK as a hero. Yeah, obviously Zenta purchasing into a Deagle, it'll be a 2k buy, so we are probably looking at a tie game.
I think that might be the case, but there's been a lot of times where 29 average get very close to getting back into the lead, and then one of the Killstreak members just pulls something out and stay on top. Finn, as you said, with the hero AK from last round, opting to go for a secret peek, I believe. However, he won't find anything as the T's are already out on A.
Yeah, this little gamble gamble here from the CTs. It's not really worked out.
Finn only just able to get to Secret. Sight's been lost.
Yeah, okay, the player dropped on top of Silo though, so potentially a rifle to be recovered, but it's a very awkward position, and yeah, back lobby is being occupied, so it's a risky play. Zenta just going to try and do some economic damage if he can with this Deagle. But Nem beneath him is absolutely ready for it. There's the AK recovered, and you imagine the saves coming here for Killstreak.
It would be a bit ridiculous if they were to go for it. Eden making the right move, cheeky and just stay tucked back. AK's not being brought into the next round. At least the money's in the right situation, but it would have been so much better. It could have been so much better if they stayed
If you carry those two AKs over, then that means Onda and Jody have a lot more to work with utility-wise, because guns can be dropped across.
Exactly.
Now you are going to have to make concessions. You do have one kit on Jody coming into this one, but I think this is going to be the decisive round. The money on Killstreak hanging on by a thread, and 29 average with all the momentum behind them. I think if the CTs lose this one, I think it could be chalked.
Heavy lobby presence. Seth sending a bit of util through that door, making himself known about, while Nem speeding things up on outside, and Zenta finally making outside work, opening it up. It's nice to see. He's opted for a close range angle. The long range really hasn't been working out for him, and I think he made the right choice there for a bit more aggression than normal. But ramp has now been taken, and he's debating where to go. Eden waiting for them down on B, but Zenta coupled up in hell. Seth out on door.
Yeah, A's open. If Seth begins to activate, then he's going to be able to calm that across. Actually, will actually pick off Jody as well. So 29 average in a good spot. FINUI only now making his way into heaven to try and defend. He could have a good timing. Onda from up high, only able to get one before being traded out, but FINUI is there to keep the man advantage in favour of Killstreak. Dexy does it only momentarily though. Zenta is head on a swivel, and once again, Eden Nino is going to be forced into a clutch situation. He's been in there so many times in this game already. Del though does have the bomb in his back, could have had an opportunity for a plant, but electing to try and play a flank. Eden Nino is ready for it, so wise not to commit is Del. Smoke down, that can facilitate a plant. No kit on Eden Nino, so time is going to be against him. He needs to win this fight very quickly. As soon as Del exits the smokes, Eden Nino is going to be there and waiting. He does have vision of either side. And Del just sitting. This is going to come down to a fade.
Eden's going to be asking so many questions right now. Del also, no clue where Eden is. Flicks down in time though, and brings 29 average to match point after Killstreak have been ahead for so long. This is the first time they've been down. Are they going to be able to deal with this kind of situation? They don't know what it feels like to be down yet, and it's at the worst time possible. What a round that they need to win now.
Yeah, and look at the buy coming into this. FAMAS on Jody, MP9s, and yeah, this is messy. It's going to have to be pure aggression and gunfights. You don't have a lot of resources to try and keep them at bay. And 29 average, everything they could ever want. Dexy back on his big green. AKs across the board for the remainders.
Zenta once again switching up his approach to outside, and that's a missed smoke on main. They're going to have to eyeball one on a whim. Zenta looks like he's going to get through, but he's actually ran into a wall. He's still able to get one onto Nem though, and here's all these bullets coming in from Secret. 4 versus 4, but Zenta has stood up! Double kill, triple even, man advantage. Can Killstreak continue into overtime?
Yeah, Finn Hurdley or AWP in towards Secret, currently in the hands of Nuke Dog. Seth already lurked out of Squeaky and does actually pick off FINUI. Eden Nino trying to regroup with Onda, but Onda is activating very quickly to try and cover the A side. Seth is absolutely ready for this trophy war from Eden. Onda, the spray on the MP9 is just not good enough. Low HP and his life is limited. 29 average age, get it over the line. The comeback to make it, well, the comeback of all comebacks there. 5-0 down. Look nowhere near ready, and clawing out a 13-11 victory.
I don't even know what to think. That's definitely been the best game I've watched all day. What a comeback, as you said. That must be absolutely heartbreaking 4-kill streak. God.
Yeah, especially considering the heated tensions within these two teams. Obviously, FINUI coming up against his old roster. This was the prime opportunity for him to show them up. And it looked to be going so well, but unfortunately, with mixes, it can turn on a head very quickly. And the established team win, which is how it probably should be.
Yep. Wow.
It's alright, you take a minute to catch your breath.
Yeah, what a comeback. Battling it, staying close the whole time. Kill streak in the lead for so long. And losing it right at the end. A massive individual play from Zeth at the end there. He didn't want to lose that, making it work when it was needed most.
Yeah, I mean, coming up big. Zeth, on those little walks at Squeaky, he was being such a menace. He did it multiple times, and it seemed to always work out for him. But honestly, 29AVGAGE, you could tell that they were a more unified team. They wouldn't let any sort of tilt get to them. Even when they were down, they always came into every round with a game plan. You could tell towards the end of the game that 3 kill streaks, well, not map ball, their strat book was running dry a little bit, and they were just trying to improvise and see what happens. And unfortunately, it's just that tactical depth that cost them.
Certainly. Well, what a game, guys. But we have some more coming up. I believe it's playoffs now.
Yeah, I believe that is the conclusion of the group stage. So we'll be moving on to best of 3 playoffs coming up next. And well, we're going to take a bit of a break first. So give everyone some food, have a little hour-long break. But as soon as we come back, we will be back into the best of 3 playoff stage. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.